all. Welcome back to Easy Accounting YouTube channel. Today I came with a new video for ordinate level students. This is Western Province 2020 Business and Accounting Studies paper discussion. I have attached the paper and the marking scheme to the description. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share this with your friends. Let's move to the discussion.
Okay, let's start from the part 1. This is Arangala who has obtained a special training to produce organic fertilizer using modern technological methods, produces organic fertilizer using waste material. She is an owner of enough land and produces organic fertilizer commercially. It is an advantage for her that the production house is being located in an area where farmers are engaged in growing flowers and vegetables. So first question is, according to the above case, Mrs. Arangala's business is. We know there are there are two types of business according to the nature of production. Those are goods manufacturing business and service providing business. So out of these two, this business type related to the goods manufacturing business because this business produces organic fertilizer. So for the first question, answer should be answer number 1, right? Next one, second one, a strength of Mrs. Arangala's business is Arangala has obtained a special training. We know the strengths are, this is related to the SWOT analysis, strengths, opportunities, threats and weaknesses. Strength mean internal positive factors. So according to this scenario, Arangala has obtained special training, that is the strength. Internal positive factor is first one. Answer number 1. Question number 2, answer number 1. Right? Then we'll move to the question number 3. What is the factor of production that the organic fertilizer produced by Mrs. Arangala belongs to? We know there are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Out of those 4, this organic fertilizer belongs to capital. The reason is capital means anything made by man. Any man-made things should be considered as capital. So here, organic fertilizer we can't collect from naturally. So if we can collect it from naturally, it comes under the land. But here, this organic fertilizer belongs to man-made thing, so it becomes capital. Question number 3, answer number 3, capital. Question number 3, answer number 3. Question number 4. Select the correct statement relevant to the above case. Correct one. We'll see one by one. First one, Arangala's business has a legal personality. That's wrong because this is a sole trade business. So we know, so for the sole trade businesses, they don't have legal personality. Second one, Vasana is a partner of Arangala's business. That also wrong. Farmers are not stakeholders of Arangala's business. That is incorrect. Farmers are stakeholders of this business. Here they are asking the correct statement. Fourth one, it is a great opportunity to have farmers who are cultivating vegetables in this area. Yes, that is the correct statement. Opportunity means external positive factors. So that is the correct statement. So question number 4, answer number 4. Question number 5. Select the answer which correctly classifies business organizations based on the ownership. We know for the categorization of business organizations, there are 3 classifications available. First one according to the ownership, second one according to the scale. According to the ownership, first one according to the ownership, second one according to the scale, third one according to the objective. So here the question belongs to the according to the ownership business categorization. So we know according to the ownership, business can be categorized into 2, private and public. So question number 5, answer number 2. Private sector business and public sector business. Question number 5, answer number 2. Question number 6. One of the main objective of a business is one of the main objectives. We know basically businesses are having two main objectives and three sub-objectives. Altogether 5. Out of those two main objectives, increasing customer satisfaction is the answer. The other main objective is earning profit. But here earning profit is not given. So you have to take increasing customer satisfaction. Other three objectives are sub-objectives. Question number 7. So question number 6, answer number 2. Question number 7. What is the act that determines the minimum and maximum number of partners in a partnership business? Actually, it should be the maximum number of partners in a partnership. Maximum number of the partners in a partnership is limited to 20 by Companies Act number 7 of 2007. That is not the Partnership Ordinance of 1890. Maximum number of partners restricted to 20 from Companies Act number 7 of 2007. So question number 7, answer number 4. Question number 7, answer number 4. Question number 8, answer question number 8. Mr. Salia Jayasinghe is carrying out his business as Salia Store. Select the correct statement regarding the registration of this business. We'll see one by one. A legal personality will be received by registering this business. No, never. That is always students get misunderstand with this. After registering the business, you can't get legal personality. You can get only legal identity, right? Two different words, legal personality and legal identity. So that is wrong. Second, it is compulsory to register the name of this business. Yes, it should be compulsory register because Salia Jayasinghe is the full name, but he has commenced his business with the name of Salia Stores. He didn't use his full name for the business. So because of that reason, definitely this business should be registered. So that is the correct statement. Statement number 2. Answer the question number 9 and 10 using following information. We'll see one by one. Question number 8, answer number 2. Next one, question number 9. Characteristics of sole proprietorship business are. They have given A to F some characteristics of business organization. Out of them, what are the characteristics of sole proprietorship? We'll see one by one. Unlimited liability. Yes, sole traders are having unlimited liability. Having an agreement? No. Having a legal personality? No. Democratic control? No. Well-being of members? No. No need to be registered. Not compulsory to register. Right? No need to be registered means not compulsory to register. So, most recent answer is A and F. Third one. Answer number 3. 10th, characteristics of a business type in Sri Lanka which can be started with minimum number of 10 people are. Characteristics of a business type in Sri Lanka which can be started with minimum number of 10 people are. Minimum number of 10 people, with minimum number of 10 people, we can start a cooperative society. So out of these characteristics, cooperative societies are having democratic control and well-being of members. So D and E are the characteristics of cooperative societies. Cooperative societies, minimum number of members should be 10. Question number 11. What is the type of insurance in which the insured money can be obtained either damaged or not? Type of insurance in which insured money can be obtained either damaged or not. We know basically there are two types of insurance agreements. Property insurance and life insurance. Property insurance to take the benefit To take the claim, definitely there should be loss, right? There should be any loss should be occurred to the property. But for the life insurance, if when it is matured, even nothing happened to the life, we can take the total benefit. So answer should be life insurance. Question number 11, answer number 4. Question number 12. Select the electronic communication media out of the following. Electronic communication media. We know there are four types of communication medias available: written, oral, electronic, and codes and signals. So electronic, out of these, electronic communication media is digital boards, workshops, meetings, and discussions. Out of these four, digital boards are the electronic method. So question number 12, answer number 1. Question number 13. Select the element of transportation which belong to the introduction of solar power system to obtain power in driving vehicles. We know there are 4 elements of transportation: way, medium, power, terminal. Another word for terminal is destination. Out of these, solar power means the method of taking power. So which belongs to the element of transportation, power. Third one is the answer. Question number 13, answer number 3. Question number 14. Following X column has management function and Y column has activities relevant to the function. When matching the management function and activities in correct order, the given answer is, we'll see one by one. Planning means deciding to increase sales by 10%. If it becomes to planning, there should be determining or deciding words. Keywords are determining and deciding. So first one, B, organizing, supervising the activities. Sorry, organizing means recruiting trade assistants. Recruiting, when there's a word recruiting, it comes under the organizing. Then leading means supervising, motivating the activities of employees by the marketing manager. Those are the keywords: supervising, motivating, inspecting. Those things comes under the leading. Last one, controlling. Controlling means checking, inspecting, checking the increasing percentage of sales. So answer should be BDAC. Answer number 3. Question number 14. Answer number 3. Question number 15. Select the answer which shows the benefit received by an investor investing money on ordinary shares and the benefit of investing money on a fixed deposit in the correct order. Investing money on ordinary shares, we can get dividends. Investing money on a fixed deposits, we can get interest. So answer should be 4th one. Dividends and interest. You can't take capital gains. Capital gains also can be taken by investing ordinary shares, but not only by investing ordinary shares. If we invest in ordinary shares and if we resell it for a higher price than the purchasing price, then only we can get capital gain. So answer should be 4th one, that is dividends and interest. So question number 15, 4th one. 16. Yamuna expects to invest her savings money in an effective method. Her expectations are as follows: to obtain a full security for investment, to reduce the risk, to withdraw the money, invested money after 3 months. So question is, what is the preferred method to invest money according to her expectations? She is a risk averse person, so definitely she should select risk-free investment method. We know out of the investment methods, risk-free investment method is purchasing treasury bills. So answer should be second one. Question number 16. Question number 16. Answer should be second one. Question number 17. A business transaction is the information that can be measured in terms of money and cannot be measured in terms of money. No. The information that can be used as a take decision. No. It should be the last one, exchanging of resources between business and other parties. Transaction means exchanging of resources between business and other parties. So question number 17, answer number 4. Question number 18. What is the transaction that affects on all the elements of assets, equity and liability out of the following? So we'll see one by one. On a withdrawing money 5,000, only equity and assets will affect. Paying 15,000 for creditors, only assets and liability will affect. Paying 50,000 bank loan installment including 6,000 bank loan interest? Yes, that's the answer. Asset will decrease, liability will decrease, and at the same time, equity also will decrease due to bank loan interest. So answer should be third one. Question number 19. Following are the values of the accounting equation in a business as at a particular date. Select the accounting equation with correct values after receiving rupees 5,000 commission income. When receiving 5,000 commission income, assets will increase, and as it is due to this income, equity will increase. So asset 75,000 plus 5,000, it should be 80,000. Equity 50,000 plus 5,000, it should be 55,000. So asset equals to 80,000, equity equals to 55,000. Liability won't change. Liability 25,000. Answer should be third one. Question number 19, answer third one. Question number 20. Types of the account and the items recorded in those accounts are given in X and Y columns respectively. Select the correct combination of the accounts in X column with the items given in Y column in order. Asset account means furniture. C. Liability means creditors. E. Equity means drawings. D. Income means sales. Expense means A. So question number 20. Answer should be third one. C, E, D, B, A. Question number 21. Select the correct double entry of recording rupees 60,000 checks received to the business from debtors. 60,000 checks received to the business from debtors. We know when we received a check, at the same time, if we are not going to deposit that particular check, what we have to do is we have to put it in our cash account, cash book. So cash account should be debit. Relevant debtors account should be credit. Due to this payment, debtors balance will decrease. Due to this check, our cash balance will increase. At the time of we are depositing this particular check, then only we have to remove it from the cash account and should be debited to the bank account. So answer should be cash account debit, debtors account credit. Question number 21. Answer number 1. Question number 22. Select the correct statement relevant to trade discounts. Question number 22. Select the correct statement relevant to the trade discount. There are two answers. First one, discounts are reduced when receiving money from debtors. No, that is not trade discount. That is cash discount. That is discount allowed. Second, trade discounts are received only in selling goods on cash. No, for the credit sales also trade discounts are given. That is incorrect. Third one, trade discounts are not recorded in accounts. That's correct. And fourth one also, in marking scheme, they have given the third answer, but fourth one also correct. Trade discounts are not recorded in discounts column of the cash book. We are not recording those trade discounts in the discount column of the cash book. So question number 22, answer number 3 and 4, both are correct. Question number 23, what is the correct entry of selling goods rupees 50,000 on credit? Selling goods 50,000 on credit, that means credit sales, debtors account debit, sales account credit. Second one. Question number 23, answer number 2. 24, electricity expense 5,000 has been recorded correctly in the relevant prime entry book and erroneously debited to miscellaneous account. What is the double entry of rectifying this error? It should be credited to miscellaneous account and should be transferred to the electricity expense account. So question number 24, answer should be third one. Electricity expense account debit, miscellaneous account should be credit. Question number 24, answer number 3. Question number 25. The following information extracted from the books of Achini's business for the year ended 31st 12/2019. The equity of Achini as at 31st 12/2019 is opening capital given as 500,000, sales income 100,000, commission income 25,000, expenses relevant for the period 50, drawings 10,000. So for the opening capital, you have to add income and should be deducted expenses, and again drawings also should be deducted. Capital 500,000, sales income 100,000, 600,000, commission 625, 625 minus 60,000. So answer should be question number 25, 565,000. Question number 25, answer number 2. Question number 26. A machine has been purchased for the use of business. Select the source document and prime entry book relevant to this transaction in order. Machine has been purchased for the use of business. That means they didn't mention this machine purchased on credit. If it is not mentioned, name also not given, buyer's name also not given. So we have to consider this as cash purchase. If it is a cash purchase of machine, cash purchase of non-current asset. Machine means non-current asset. So we have to consider this as a question number 26. Answer should be second one. Voucher and cash book. This is a cash payment. So payment voucher is the source document. Cash book is the prime entry book. Second one, they have put the answer numbers incorrectly. First one, okay, this is second. There are two third answers, but don't consider that one. Second one is the answer. That is small printing mistake. However, second one is the answer. Voucher and cash book. According to the answer number given, answer number 2 is the answer. Voucher and cash book. 27th, the bank balance of a business was 15,500. According to the bank statement, the balance was 16,000. Select the transaction which goes to the difference. There's a 500 difference between bank balance and bank statement balance. Question number 27. So, bank balance is lower than the bank statement balance. That means there's a 500 credit item available in the bank statement. Bank statement increase means answer should be investment income directly received to the bank. So bank credited 500, due to that bank balance increases by 500. Answer number 2. Question number 27, answer number 2. Question number 28. The prime entry book which records the withdrawal of 10 loaves of bread by the owner of bakery for personal use is, this is goods drawing. Goods drawing, we have to record under the prime entry book of general journal. If it is cash drawings, you have to use cash book, but this is goods drawing. Goods drawing should be recorded in the prime entry book called general journal. So question number 28, answer number 1. Jayabima Sports Club has 200 members. The annual membership fees per member is 100. 20 members have not paid their annual membership fees by the end of the year. What is the membership fee that should be included in payment and receipt and payment account for the year 2019? We know in receipt and payment account, we have to record only the total cash receipt, not the total income, only the cash receipt. So here, even though there are 200 members, 20 members not paid their annual membership fees. That means only 180 members paid. 180 into 100. 100 is the annual membership fee. 180 into 100. Answer should be fourth one. So question number 29, answer should be fourth one. That is the total receipt as subscription fees or membership fees. 30, what is the correct membership fee that should be shown in the income statement? We all know that for the income statement, we have to take the subscription income according to the accrual basis. That means even though we received or not, total amount should be taken. That is 200 into 100, 20,000. So question number 30, answer number 3. Question number 31. According to the information of this business, the cost of wood table is. There's also a small printing mistake. The business produced only 100 wood tables for the month of January. It is given as 1000, but it should be 100. So total direct cost is 58,000. Production overhead cost is 62,000. Direct cost plus production overhead is the total production cost. 58,000 plus 62,000. Answer is 120,000. 120,000 should be divided by 100. Then it will equals to 1,200. Question number 31. Answer number 4. It should be changed as 100 wood tables. 32. Question number 32. The selling price of a wood table is. It says these wood tables are selling after adding 20% profit margin on cost. Cost is per unit cost is 1,200. Should be added 20% profit margin. 1,200 is subjected to 20% mean 240 is the each unit profit. So 1,200 plus 240, 1,440. Answer number 1. Question number 32. Answer number 1. Question number 33. Question number 33. This question based on from the trial balance and some additional information. First question is the 33. The cost of sales for this business is. You know how to calculate cost of sales. Opening stock plus purchases. If there's any additional loading charges, carriage inwards, you have to add. Here purchase value is 450,000. Opening stock given as 12,000. 450 plus 12,000, 462. 462 minus 12, again 450. There's no loading charges or carriage inward. So directly you can take the answer, that is 450,000. Question number 33, answer number 1. Question number 34, the gross profit of the business for the year ended. Sales minus cost of sales is the gross profit. Sales given as 590,000. 590 minus 450. Answer is 140,000. Answer number 2. 35. What is the total distribution expense that should be shown in profit or loss statement prepared by this business? We'll see what are the distribution expenses. Discount given should be taken as distribution expense. Discount given 1000. Advertisement 25,000. Other than that, 2,000 bad debt also given. 25,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,000. That means 28,000. Question number 35, answer number 3. Question number 36. Select the answer which includes only the current assets of this business. First one, debtors cash balance building. No, building is a non-current asset. We can't take that. Debtors bank overdraft, cash balance bank overdraft is a current liability. Can't take that one. Closing stock delivery vehicle cash balance. No, delivery vehicle mean non-current asset. So answer should be the fourth one. Question number 36, answer number 4. Debtors, cash balance and closing stock. 37. What is the net profit of the profit or loss statement prepared by this business for the year ended? Net profit should be calculated. Gross profit we have already calculated. That is 140,000. So for the 140,000, you have to add other income and should be deducted expenses. Then net profit, question number 37, net profit is 69,500. Question number 38, what is the bank loan interest that should be shown under financial expense of the year ended? Bank loan interest, according to the trial balance, it says bank loan is 50,000. It is subjected to 15% annual interest. 50,000 is subjected to 15%. 50,000 into 15% means 7,500. So under the financial expenses, amount should be shown as bank loan interest is 7,500. Question number 38, answer number 2. Question number 39. What is the net value of non-current assets as at 31st/12/2019? Net value of non-current asset, that means from non-current assets you have to deduct accumulated depreciation, then net value will be given. There are two types of non-current assets available, building and equipment, 350,000. Provision for depreciation at the beginning 30,000. We'll see what is the annual depreciation. Building and equipment must be depreciated 10%. So 350,000 is subjected to 10% depreciation. That means 35,000. Accumulated is 30,000. Altogether 30 plus 35, 65. 350,000 minus 65,000. So it is equals to net value of the non-current assets. That is answer number 3, 285,000. Question number 4, the last one, the equity of the business as at 31st December 2019. Equity of the business as at 31st December 2019. So opening equity, opening capital balance is 200,000. Then we have calculated net profit, that is 69,500. So for that you have to add 69,500 is the net profit. Opening capital is 200,000. There's no drawings and additional capital available. So directly you can calculate the closing capital by adding net profit of opening capital plus net profit, that is 269,500. So question number 40, answer number 1.